Okay, welcome back. This here little video is going to look at basically how do you create a classroom in Google Classroom, and it's very simple to do. Okay, it's one of the key things that us teachers have to do is create a classroom, or a number of classrooms to be honest, for each of our classes. So to do that there, just to reiterate, what you do is you go into your c2kschools.net account, and in the top right hand side in the panel you should have a Google Classroom very prominently displayed there. Now, one thing I get asked quite a lot is what's best, is it iPad or PC for setting up? There's no doubt I certainly prefer PC for setting up. Okay, iPad's good for a number of different things, but certainly in terms of setting up, your PC is far more effective, and you'll see why whenever we go through this. Okay. Alright, so if we go in, this is what my one here will look like, and all you have to do then is go to your Google Classroom itself, and we'll launch from here. Okay, so if I double click, this should take us straight into Google Classroom. Now, my Google Classroom is going to be quite different to many others. The reason being is if you're logging on for the first time, you probably won't have any accounts, or perhaps even one account. I've got obviously a number of accounts here, a number of different classrooms opening and operating as well too. So this here might look slightly different to yours. Okay, so this is what we're going to see whenever we get logged in, and you'll see the top banner here. You've got a full range of different things up here, which we'll look at in a second. Okay, and these are all my different classrooms here. Alright, so this bit over here, this panel up here at the top, will actually have your classes. These are all your classes, so anytime you want to come out of one class, always go up to this top, the three lines at the top, and click these classes, and all this will appear below. You've got your calendar there, and then down here is all your different classes that you may actually have as well too. Okay, at the very bottom you've got your archive classes, and you've got your to-do, and you've got maybe classrooms that you're enrolled in as well too. Okay, so that's the top left hand side. The top right hand side, this is if you have another account you can actually join here. Okay, so I do have a couple of different Google accounts, and you can actually join here. You can add another account. What I'm definitely suggesting you to do, though, very importantly, is to use your c2ken.net account for anything we're doing in terms of this. Okay, because it's the one that's most secure. Alright, but if you did want to join another one, you just click down here. This little section up here, these 9 squares I think they are, this would be all your Google Suite. So these are all the different things that you have. So you've got your Google Drive, you've got your Classroom, you've got Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, Calendar. Meet is for like kind of video conferencing, a bit like Zoom. You've got your websites, and you've got your contacts here. So that's all up at the right hand side as well. But for you guys, in terms of setting up a class, this plus is the key. Okay, once you hit that plus, you can have join a class, or you can have create a class. In our circumstances here, we're going to create a class. So we're going to click that. And what's very important up here is this. You have to make sure that the name you give is not something like year 10 history, okay? Because you will know that there's going to be a number of teachers teaching year 10 history, and it has to stand out. So you might want to put Mr. Let's see, Mr. Wishart 10K history. Okay, spelling right. And section, you might have key stage 3. Subject is history, put in capital letters, and room, we're just going to put G29 is my room. Okay, so whenever we have all that in, we're going to click create down here at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to click create, and it's going to bring up a Google Classroom. This section here just takes a couple of seconds. Okay, give it about 20-30 seconds, because it's going to create your class for you. Okay, and again, it's fairly straightforward. And you can see how many classes I've already created here, and once you do this here, it should be straightforward enough. So this is my classroom here. Okay, and you'll see this here is actually a banner here. The banner has but kind of artistic feel, hasn't really linked into my history, what the history is. So I might want to change that straight away. So If you can see here, you've got select theme and you've got upload photo. If I click select theme, it's going to give me lots of different themes to choose from, and you can see there is an English and history one up here, so I'm going to choose something a bit more applicable. Okay, so this here's quite good, so I'm going to use this. Okay, so it's going to change. There we go. Don't forget to upload photo. It's a really good way to do this as well too. If you're doing history, you can upload any photograph from whatever period you're studying in that year group as well too. A couple of other things. This here gives you the name of your class. You've got Key Stage 3. This here though is your code. So if you're actually operating for the first time in the classroom, you have all the pupils in front of you, you might want them to see your code for the first time and get logged on if they have a device. So you just click that there and it displays it for them. What I tend to do is use the snipping tool. To get a snipping tool, you go down here and you actually look for, it should be down here, it's under S obviously. So you've got a snip and sketch, and you do actually have snipping tool under your C2K account as well too. And I've got it up here, and all you do is go to new for new snip, and you might want then to snip that code. Okay, so you can actually record anything you need here, and copy and paste. Okay, so again, your display, snip. And what I tend to do is copy that, go to an email, send it out to the class, and they all have the code ready to go. These codes are obviously very important because that's how your class knows how to connect up. Once they're connected in, it becomes kind of redundant after that. They don't really need it. Okay. You also have something new here. It's generate meet link. This is like the meeting, so it's video conferencing. So there's the ability to do that there as well too, which is pretty neat. Okay. Now. Let's see what we can actually do with creating the classroom. So we've got stream up here. This is chronological order of how you go about things. People are all the different people. It's just me in at the minute, but you can invite students. You can invite teachers up here, and marks. Every time we then do an assignment, all the marks will come up across here as well too. Okay, and your settings are up here if you're ever stuck. Alright, so it just shows you, again, there's your code there, and it shows you what pupils are allowed to do and can't do. Okay, good. So coming up to creating the class itself, if you go to classwork, okay, and we go to create, this blue create button is essential. So if we go to create, this will allow us to set up our classroom. What I want you guys to think of is basically how would you structure your whole year for your year group. So for example, if it's me and it might be year 10 history, I know that we do a number of different topics throughout the year, but I always start with one thing with all my subjects, and that is specifications and perhaps booklets. So to do this here, what I need to do, I need you to go down and set up your topics. Okay, so go down to topic. This is really important and very structural for this guide. Okay, so 01, I might do specifications. Now what's that for? Well, say you're doing like a GCSE or A level, I would go in there and put down all the key booklets that guide you through the course. Okay, but I think even for year 8 and year 9 and year 10, you can go in there and put the booklets, show them what they're going to do during the year, give them advice, give them literacy tips. It's just a nice wee section at the very start to have. Okay, so that's my first topic setup. Okay, number 2 then, so I might do Titanic. Okay, so we'll do a Titanic topic. That's about a month, so we'll do that. And you can see it comes up here. All you do is drag this down to there, and then after Titanic we're going to do suffragettes. So let's go to topic, say 3 suffragettes. You can see it's actually very easy to set it up, and once you get this done, it basically is your set of drawers for the year. Okay, I'm going to do one more just to show you. Okay, Holocaust, and just to let you know, I would tend not to go further than 10 to 12 of these topics. Okay, reason being is because it becomes quite confusing after a while. Okay, so you want it to be at about 10 to 12 max. Okay, right, so I always have specifications at the start. These are all my topics. I've got a few more, but I'm going to leave it at this. I'm going to put down just what I would have at the end. At the end I always put this, so I'm going to make this say 10. Okay, exam prep This is where you might want to put you know, previous exams, exam revision lists. That always comes in very handy at the end. And say 11, I would do assignments. So you can put all your assignments in here so they can't say they don't know where they are. So assignments. And number 12, I tend to have waggles. Okay, what a good one looks like. So exemplar answers. Okay, cool. Alrighty, so here we have like our skeleton of our website here, our Google Classroom, and we're more or less ready to go. Okay, and it's going to drag these down to the bottom. You can see in the left hand side here as well too that you actually have your skeleton as well too, so so it allows them to come and actually very easily manipulate this as well too. Okay, there we go. So you see here, very easy to go in and then choose. Okay, so that is my skeleton for my site. Say I make a mistake here in the spelling, you just go into these three buttons, rename, and you're away. Okay, so very simple to edit as well too. Okay, now if I have this here then set up, my skeleton set up, I think that's a really good way to base my Google Classroom on. It's great for the pupils as well too, because they know what's coming up as well too. Okay, you need to put things in this obviously, so we go to this, okay, and we're actually going to put adding material here. So go to material, and we might want to put, like I say we are doing Titanic, so we want to put Titanic resources in here. So put Titanic, you put a description in here. What's really important, that's right hand side, is you actually then put that into the right bracket. So we're going to put Titanic here, and this is going to link that to that drawer. Okay, now what can you add then? Well, you can add lots of different things here. Google Drive, everything you upload will go to Google Drive, and you might already have a Google Drive account, so that just means at a click of a button you can go into your cloud account and drag down what you need. Link is any website, okay, so any website that's useful, you can go in and you can link it up here. File, any of your own files, so PowerPoint, Word, PDFs, anything you have in a pen drive somewhere that you want to add into this here, this is where you go to do that. I'll just show you here. So if you go to File, you've got your choice up here, but where you're going to go, I'm going to go in here, I'm going to try to find my folder. Okay, so let's see, go ahead and if I go to here, I've got 10, and if I try to find Titanic, there it is, and say I wanted a couple of things here. Okay, so I'm going to hold down the control key here. So holding down control, you can actually pull a few things in here. Okay, so I'm going to put these three things in. I'm going to press open, and you can see they all pop up here. Now I need to upload that. Okay, so just press upload, and there we go. We're uploaded those all. It's happening quite quickly. There we go. So I've got an essay in there. I've got a blame table, and I've got a PowerPoint. Okay, so that's all in there as well too. If I wanted to add a YouTube video, well, you can do this in two different ways. Okay, you can go in and you can actually type in to YouTube itself. Okay, let's see. So you can go to YouTube and you can try to find a video there. Okay, so just an ordinary search. So this is the best way to do it, perhaps, because I think, to be honest, if you do it this way, you're able to look at exactly what is involved. Okay, so there's Who's to Blame for Titanic, one of our videos, and all you do is click the URL at the top.
Meet Grammarly, the digital writing assistant that helps students create effective writing that delivers results.
So you should be aware at that point. Okay, so let's see, we'll go back. We're going to add that. So here we go, YouTube URL for this one, because I've already got it, and we're going to click add. Okay, and that pops up down there. If you wanted to do a quick search as well too, just in case, you go there, you go to video search, put Titanic in here, and you're away. The only thing is I like to preview the videos beforehand just to make sure. Alright, so you can see the way this, in terms of material, you can actually get a huge swathe of material to look through. It could be multimedia as well too, so we do have a YouTube video, we could have web links in here, we've got a PowerPoint, we've got a task as well too. That's all there and it's all connected. So let's just post this. So we're going to post, so top right hand side, posting, and that's what's straight into our Titanic column there, okay, into the little drawer. Okay, so it should be pretty straightforward. You can kind of see what you can do from then on. We'll do assignments in a different topic then, but that should be the key elements of actually putting together a Google Classroom. Hopefully it's useful. Thank you.